Hello everybody and welcome back to Screen Stars. I'm here today to bring you my review for the 2020 action horror film Angels Fallen, a film that is directed by Ali Zamani and it stars Houston Rhimes as Gabriel. We have Michael Tay as Michael. We have appearances by Eric Roberts in this film and also Michael Madsen as Balthazar. Now, this is a film that is basically a battle between angels and demons. Now, if you've seen season 5 of Supernatural, you've seen this film. Now, and I would suggest you go and watch season 5 of Supernatural again if you're a fan of that show, because that season is infinitely better than anything we get in this film, and this film is trying to do the same story, basically angels versus demons. So you've got Houston Rhimes, who plays Gabriel, and you've got Michael, who are the angels, and they are trying, unsuccessfully for the most part, to track down these demons. And they put this old team together from when they used to battle them previously, of psychics and angels, in order to have got this full fighting force to go up against these demons. And that's I'm trying my best to expand on the story here, but that is basically it. They go from different places, A to B, trying to find demons. Successful, unsuccessful, move on to the next bit, trying to track down these demons. Successful, unsuccessful, move on to the next bit. And I'm not going to lie, I really disliked this film. I thought it was terrible. It suffers in every area of this film. Now, the only area that I could say in this film is it's cheese. There's layers of cheese all over it, in a sense of you can't take it seriously, and it's might be B movie heaven to some people, but for me, I just found it so flawed in every single area. I found it a real chore to watch. Now, usually you might watch a low budget film and you will find something in there that will keep you watching, or some redeeming quality. It's got a certain charm to it, or there's some good performances, or the effects might surprise you here and there, or it's actually quite well written, or the cinematography is good. Here, I can't really compliment any of it. The performances, for the most part, are really amateurish, and they just misfire, the performances. Now, some of that is due to the fact that much of the cast, English isn't their first language. They're obviously European, French and things like that, and they're clearly struggling with some of the dialogue. But the delivery, even by the US actors here, is really dull. Houston Rhimes, who plays Gabriel, is probably the most uncharismatic lead I've seen in a film, low budget or otherwise, for quite some time. As I mentioned, we get appearances here by Eric Roberts, who's in the first 5 minutes for some apparent reason. Don't know why he's there. He's just there so he could put his face on the sleeve. And Michael Madsen, who plays Balthazar, who again is in it probably 5 minutes total, this film. So they've shelled out the money to put these two names on the DVD sleeve, basically, but don't be fooled, they're not in the film to speak of. And this film just feels like a number of scenes tied together to make a film. They don't make any sense. You'll watch one scene that's fairly poorly done, and then it'll move on to another scene, but it doesn't feel connected to the previous scene. It's bizarre to watch, and it makes no sense to the viewer. And it did feel to me like a cheap Supernatural rip-off. And even the action scenes, when you get them, are poorly choreographed, with poor editing. They don't feel impactful, especially the gunfire and things like that, which you get as well, didn't feel impactful. The fighting didn't feel impactful. The sound effects didn't sound right in the right places. And the action scenes, again, in between that is this weird, poor scene after scene of boring, unnecessary dialogue, of characters that make mean nothing to you. You don't know who they are, and they're explaining things that have gone on in the past that you don't have any connection to, and occasionally it'll give you a brief flashback to try and give you some context, but even that didn't make sense. So the dialogue meant nothing. It was just people talking. They could have been, might as well have been speaking Swahili as far as I was concerned, because it didn't make any sense to me, the dialogue they were given to talk about and say. And these characters kept getting introduced. You didn't know who they were. You didn't know why these people were being added to the team. Why were they so important to the team? Because I didn't see why they were so important to the team. You know, I could understand maybe why they needed the sidekick on the team, the one that had the visions and things, but other than that, no, I didn't see it at all. And it's a kind of film, just to finish, it's the kind of film where a character comes out of a shower with a towel on her head, with clearly dry hair poking through the towel, and obviously they haven't had the shower. It's that attention to detail that we're talking about here in this movie. So I've got to give this film a 3 out of 10. I thought it was terrible on most levels. For somebody out there, this might be B-movie heaven. For me, there was nothing here to grasp onto to enjoy. So unfortunately, I think it's a bit of a massive fail, this film, which is a shame for my first official 2020 film, if you like. But anyway, that's my review for Angels Fallen. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you found it useful. Thank you very much for watching, and of course I'll see you back for more reviews on Screen Stars.